Hello chat, welcome. In this video recording, we're gonna take a look back at the Smackdown vs. Raw series. Now, 20 years ago, we saw the launch of a new wrestling game called Smackdown vs. Raw for the PlayStation 2. This is Smackdown vs. Raw 2004. It's one of the new wrestling games made by THQ. And yes, the SmackDown vs. Raw series is well known to be as one of the greatest wrestling video games in the PS2 era. This this games is 20 years old. All of the SmackDown vs. Raw series, 20 years old, chat. And I I played this all of the SmackDown vs. Raw series for the past 20 years. And I got to say, I kind of miss the old SmackDown vs. Raw games. Because right now, since we're on the verge of current generation hardware, which is the PlayStation 5, it's it's kind of miss. Like, it's fun to look this back for 20 years. I remember the PlayStation 2, of course, well known. PlayStation 2 of the SmackDown vs. Raw series, except for oh yeah, the SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 comes out on Xbox, PS2, and the PlayStation 3. Same with SmackDown vs. Raw 2009, PS2, PS3, the Xbox, and the Wii. Of course, same with SmackDown vs. Raw 2010, and yes, I own a lot of these games for 20 years, and it's kind of it's kind of fun and miss looking this back 20 years after the fact. And yeah, SmackDown vs. Raw games is one of the best video games console best video games I ever played in the PlayStation 2 era. But 20 years, that's 20 years. Let's say that's a half of your life. 20 years. And you gotta think this back. Seeing this again for 20 years later, it's kind of awesome. But yeah, it's kind of awesome to look this back, especially when we were kids back then. We always played SmackDown vs. Raw, hitting opponents with a steel chair, hitting the referee for no reason. But yeah, 20 years of playing the SmackDown vs. Raw series. But since 20 years has passed, I still own the SmackDown vs. Raw series. I still own. Look at this picture, chat. There you go. I still owned the SmackDown vs. Raw series. I still have it here. Look at the photo. And all of the sub WWE games from PlayStation 3 to PlayStation 4. The entire 2K showcase. Of course, the SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. I did not include Here Comes the Pain on that in this picture. I forgot where it is. And also, moving on, we go through WWE 2K series. As you saw, I've owned 2K14, 2K15, 2K16, 2K17, 2K18, 2K19, 2K22, and 2K23 I still owned. But look at this. All of this, except 2K20, I did not buy 2K20. I still owned this. Look at that, chat. I still owned the entire 2K showcase. The entire 2K showcase, chat, I still owned it, and I'm very thankful um that I owned, the SmackDown and the SmackDown series versus the SmackDown series, the SmackDown vs Raw series, and the WWE 2K series. I'm so thankful, and yeah, I just made this recording video. I just like to share with you. Um, we've been avid wrestling fans for 20 years, and yeah, it's fun. It's fun to look back all of this SmackDown versus Raw series and the 2K series. Look at that, chat. For the past 20 years, we played this game since we were kids, and it's still awesome to look back at where we began and where we started. From the PlayStation 2 era up to the current generation now, we still love and miss the SmackDown versus Raw series. And yeah, that is it, chat, for this recording video. If you like this video, do not forget to comment. So do not forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and click that notification bell in order to in order for you to don't miss out on any videos regarding video games, wrestling news. And that is it, chat. Thank you for watching. Subscribe.